as we go through the practice today, we'll start off in a seated posture. You can either sit on a chair or you can sit on your mat, cross-legged, on blocks, whatever comfortable for you. So we'll do some work on in a seated posture, and then we'll go to some standing postures, and eventually make our way back onto the ground. So we're not going to do a lot of up and down, but we'll get some work into some standing postures as well. But let's start off in a seated posture, wherever is comfortable for you. You can be on blocks, on your mat, cross-legged. If you're on a chair, just scoot yourself forward a little bit so that you can lengthen your spine and you're not sitting on the back, you're not leaning on the back. So just take a moment here and find your connection with your mat, your chair. Feel where you're connected to the earth. Maybe start off with your feet. And if you're in a chair, just feel the connection of your feet to the floor. And notice if you're feeling equal weight, right side, left side, maybe have a little bit more pressure on one foot than the other. Just notice that. And then start to bring your awareness to your hands. Maybe they're on your thighs, maybe they're on your laps. And again, if you're seated, maybe just put a little bit of pressure into your hands and start so you can start to lengthen up your spine a little bit. And then bring your awareness to how you're connected to your sit bones on the chair, the mat. And again, try and notice equal weight, right side, left side. Just take a moment, observe, and then start to find a little bit more length in your spine. Try and bring your ribs up out of your waist. Crown of the head can come up, maybe a soft tuck of the chin, and take a breath in here, breathing in and breathing out. We'll do a shoulder roll here so you can relax your arms. And on the next inhale, shoulder heads come up to the ears. And on the exhale, push the shoulder blades back together and shoulder heads come down. One more, just like that. Shoulder heads come up to the ears, squeeze them back and down. This time we'll bring the shoulder heads up to the ears and we'll hold it there for a second. And then on the exhale, we'll exhale through our mouth and let everything come down. One more, just like that, releasing some of that tension. Inhale, shoulder blades, shoulder heads come up to the ears, and exhale. Nice. Take a breath in here. Exhale. Start to bring a little bit more attention to your breath. We'll keep a nice smooth breath throughout our practice. We'll be breathing in through our nose and out through our nose. Working towards finding a balanced breath, equalizing our inhale with our exhale. And as we inhale, we're trying to open up our upper ribs and upper shoulders. And as we exhale, bring your lower abs up and in. Feel your navel pushing to your spine. Couple more like that. Inhale, expanding, opening. And then exhale, feel that contraction as your navel pulls towards your spine. One more, just like that, nice and smooth. Inhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your hands on the side. We'll start to get a little bit of movement in our breath. So we'll keep that same count as we start to move our hands into an A position. So inhale, arms into an A position. Inhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling into a T. Inhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Into a Y and feel the breath coming up into your upper body. Inhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time we'll come up overhead. Inhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4. Find a clasp for the hands. Push the hands up to the ceiling and take a full inhale here. Breathing in, breathing out. One more inhale, lengthening up. And then exhale with control, hands come down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. One more shoulder roll here. Shoulder heads come up to the ears. Squeeze the shoulder heads back and down. Nice. Next inhale, left arm comes up. Get a nice big stretch here. Hold on to the right side of the chair. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, get a lateral stretch over to the right. Stay for the inhale and breathe into the left side of the body. Exhale here. Next inhale, we come back into center. Right arm reaches up, find that stretch. And then exhale, hands can come down to the side. Next inhale, right arm reaches up, find that length. Maybe find support with that left hand. Stay for the inhale. And then exhale, lateral stretch over to the left. Stay for the inhale, filling up that right lungs with air, and exhale here. Next inhale, we come back to center, left arm reaches up, gaze up, and exhale, arms can come down to the side or onto the lap. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale. We'll move into a twist. So on the next inhale, the left arm can come up, and then it can land on the right knee or the right side of your body. Left arm can come around to the right. Sorry, right arm comes around to the left side of your body. Inhale, find a little bit of length, and then exhale, gently twist to the side. Inhale, lengthen, 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 and then exhale, twist and look over that right shoulder. Next inhale, arms come back to center as we lift up. And exhale, right hand goes to left knee or left side of the body. Left hand comes behind the back. Inhale, lengthen the spine, really find the length here. And then exhale, a nice gentle twist. Inhale, a little bit more length. And exhale, deepen the twist as we look over our left shoulder. The inhale takes us back into center. Arms reach up, find that length. And exhale, hands can come to the lap. Take a breath in here, breathing in, breathing out. Arms can come out to the side and the hands can clasp behind the head. Find some length here. Let the head relax back into the hands. Open up the chest. Take an inhale as we expand our chest. And then as we exhale, elbows can come together and we fold at the heart, not at the hips. Inhale, open up. Feel the elbows expanding, breathing across the collarbone. And then exhale, elbows come together and a fold at the heart. One more, just like that, getting the breath into the upper part of our lungs and finding the strength as we exhale. One more inhale, we open up, find that heart opening, and then exhale, hands can come down to the lap. Take a breath in here and observe, breathing in and breathing. Let's take hands on opposite shoulders, find the length here, and then tuck your chin to your chest and start to curl down, and then start to do some rotations around again, more at the heart than at the waist, really working on the upper body. Try and find some thoracic upper chest rotations in one direction. And then we go in the opposite direction. Once, twice, and one more time. Nice. Come back into center. Arms can reach up. Find that stretch energy right through our fingers. And then exhale, hands can come down. Take a breath in here, breathing in, breathing out. Next inhale, find the length of the spine. And as you exhale, bring the right ear to the right shoulder, getting a little bit of work into our left side of our neck. Take a breath in here, breathing in, breathing out. Stay on the inhale and exhale. Chin can come down and left ear over to the left shoulder. Maybe that right hand releases off a little bit, deepening the twist. One full rounded breath in here. Inhale and exhale. Stay for the inhale and exhale one more time over to the right side. Feel the stretch on that left side of the neck. Breathing in and out. Stay on the inhale and exhale will take us over to the left. One round of breath in here. Let the shoulders relax. Breathing in and out. Inhale takes us back into center, crown of the head up, find the length, and exhale here. Stay for the inhale and exhale here. Next inhale, let's bring our arms up into cactus position. So our elbows are bent, fingers are pointing up to the ceiling. Lengthen our spine, inhale here. And as we exhale, we'll bring our forearms together and bring the sides of our palms together. Inhale, we're opening up, expanding the chest. And as we're exhaling, we're actually opening up the back side of our body. Feel those back blades opening up. One more time. Inhale, opening in the front body. And exhale, opening up the shoulder blades in the back. One more time to open. And exhale, close. Open up, straighten your arms, find the length, and then exhale, hands can come to the left. One more shoulder roll here. Shoulder heads can come up. Squeeze those shoulder blades back and down. One more inhale and exhale. Let's bring our hands together, interlace our fingers, and get a little bit of work into our wrists so we can start to look at our wrists as we make figure eights in one direction. And then let's take it a little bit bigger, get more of our arms involved and our shoulders involved. Really big motion now, really getting all of our arms, our shoulders involved, big movements. And then stop, and we'll go the opposite direction with those big movements. And then start to slowly bring it down into that smaller wrist circles, really articulated. Pay attention to the wrist. Nice. And then shake out the wrists. Give them a good shake. And let's just take one hand and we can get a little bit of massage into our hand. So let's get a little bit of work into our palm, just pressing our thumb into our palm. And then start to get a little bit of energy into our fingers. So really start to press into your fingers and let your fingers squeeze up. Get some length into each of your fingers. Find some energy here. Maybe you feel a little bit in the tip of the fingers, a little massage there. Index finger and thumb. Then flex and open your hand. One more time, find that palm. Get a little bit of work in there. Maybe the back of your hand, nice massage in there. And shake out that left hand. We'll go to the other hand. So again, nice massage. Maybe it's on the uh, fleshy part of your thumb, maybe the center of your palm, and then start to really find some length in your fingers. Press a little bit into the tips of your fingers, energize them. Hands are so important. One more in the index finger, the thumb. Back to the palm again. Shake it out. Good shake. Interlace the fingers one more time. And just a nice, easy, gentle wrist circle one direction. And we'll go the opposite. Let the hands relax and just observe the energy in the hands and the fingers. Take a breath in and a breath out. If you're seated on your mat, you can move into all fours into a tabletop position. If you're on your chair, you can stay where you are. we're going to start to move into a little bit of spinal work here. So if you're on all fours, we're going to move into cat cow. So try and get a nice tabletop with your hips over your knees and your shoulders over your wrists. If you're in a chair, just scooch forward a little bit, find the length. And wherever we are, we're going to start to move into some cat cow. So on the inhale, find the length and exhale here. Next, inhale, bend the elbows, come forward, let the head gaze up, arch the back, and then exhale, push back into your cat. Feel the rounding of the back. Couple just more, just like that. Inhale, come forward into your cow. Try and find as much flexibility in your spine and movement. And exhale back into the cat. Nothing rushed, really nice and smooth and articulated. We'll do twice more. Inhale into our cow. Exhale, arch the back, curve the back, and push back into our cow. One more time into our cow. And exhale back into our inhale takes us back into neutral and we find a breath. Inhale and exhale. If you're on all fours, we're going to do a little bit of work into our hips so you can uh, bring your right leg up. If you're seated, bring your right leg up and you can hold it. And we're going to get some hip circles in one direction. You can hold it or you can just let the leg go, as much articulation as you can find. If you're on all fours, same idea. And then reverse the opposite direction. Really find as much range here as you can. One more time in this direction. Then let that right leg come down. Left leg lifts up. We'll do hip circles in one direction. Find that articulation. Open it up as much as you can. One more in this direction. Then we'll go back in the opposite direction. Once, twice, three times. Let your left leg come down. If you're on the ground, just take another cat cow. If you're seated, just find the length. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time with our legs. This time our right leg comes up. The same thing if you're in cat cow, if you're in tabletop. Inhale here and exhale, open the leg to the side. Inhale, we bring it back into center and exhale, open up to the side. This time we're getting a little bit of work into our inner thighs, inhaling into center and exhaling, open up to the side. One more time, inhale to center and exhale, open up to the right. Inhale takes us back into center, right leg comes down, take a breath, breathing in, breathing out. Next inhale, left leg comes up, take an inhale here, and exhale, left leg goes to the left. Inhale back into center, exhale, open up, find that stretch. Two more times, center and opening up. Try and keep the spine nice and straight. One more time to center, exhale, opening up. Inhale into center and let that left foot come down. Inhale, find the length of the spine and exhale. One more work for our feet. So if you're on all fours, maybe you want to go into down-legged dog. If you're seated, we're going to bring our right leg up, cross over our body, and we want to get a little bit of work into our ankles and foot now. So we're going to do ankle circles in one direction, either from the chair or three-legged downward dog. Then reverse the ankle circles with real articulation, point and flex the foot. So important, you really can feel this right through the calf. One more time in each direction. Then back into ankle circles, the opposite direction. And that right leg can lift up and it can plant on the ground. Take a breath in here. If you're in downward dog, you may want to push back for child's pose. Inhale and exhale. We'll do the other side now. So left leg comes up, cross the body, ankle circles in one direction. Feel that articulation, feel that movement in the ankle, then go in the other direction. Point and flex the foot. Really articulate it. Maybe you look at it if you can. Try and really make it mindful movement. Then our ankle circles again one more time. Left leg can come up. Left leg can come down on the ground. Take a breath in here. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're going to move into some standing work now. So if you're on the chair, scoot forward a little bit and place your hands on your knees. Take an inhale here. And on your exhale, just tip forward. Hands can come into heart center and we're in our chair pose. If you're on all fours, just slowly start to make your way into standing. Take a breath in your chair. Inhale and exhale. Next inhale, we come all the way up to standing. Maybe get a nice big stretch. Arms can reach up. And then exhale, arms can come to the side. So we'll move through some standing work, and you can use a chair, or you can come all the way down to the ground. What we're going to do is start with some standing salutation. So if it's not comfortable for you to put your head below your knees, that's fine. You can just use the chair and you don't have to let your head go too low. We'll work through it a couple of times and see what works best for you. Chair is not mandatory, but it can be helpful. We're going to start off with our feet hip distance apart. Really find that equal weight, right side, left side, like we were doing at the beginning of the practice. Find that equal balance. And then on the next inhale, arms can reach up to the ceiling, get a big stretch. And exhale, forward fold, and your hands can come to the chair or they can come to the knees. Inhale, halfway up, really lengthen the spine here. And exhale, your forward fold again. Stay here for a breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale here. One more exhale. Next inhale, we rise all the way up to standing. Arms reach up to the ceiling. And exhale, hands can come to hearts. Another one exactly like that. Inhale here. And exhale, arms to the side. Inhale, we find length, pressing into our feet, lifting up. And exhale, hinging at the waist, forward folding, find your forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, crown the head comes forward, really find the length of the spine. Then exhale, your forward fold for 2 breaths. 1, 2. Inhale here, exhale here. Next inhale, all the way up into standing, arms reach up, find the length. And exhale, hands can come to heart center. Take a breath in here, breathing in and breathing out. This time we're going to come up onto our tippy toes, so maybe the chair will be helpful for balance. So we're going to find that nice strong mountain pose again. Feet hip distance apart. Find our length. And as we inhale, arms reach up. And this time, maybe one hand stays on the chair because we're coming up onto our tippy pose. Inhale here. And then exhale. Heels can come down and left arm can come. Again, just like that, inhaling one arm or 2 arms, reaching up onto your tippy toes, find as much length, and then exhale with control coming down. This time we're going to stay up for a couple of breaths. So inhale, arms reach up, find that stretch. Maybe give yourself a little challenge, release the chair for just a little bit. Maybe you reach up for 1 breath, stay for 1 more inhale. And exhale, heels can come down and find your mountain pose. Breathing in, breathing. We'll come back into some sun salutations, but we'll start to add a little bit of Warrior One in now. So we'll use our chair again, find that same position. We're maybe about 2 feet away from the chair, feet is our hip distance apart. Lengthen our spine, gaze forward, crown the head up. Find our breath. Inhale and exhale. Next, inhale, arms reach up to the ceiling. And exhale, your forward fold, hands on the chair or hands going towards the floor. Inhale, lengthen the spine, crown the head forward. And this time, as you exhale, the left foot goes to 45 degrees and the right foot steps towards the chair. Inhale, we come up into our Warrior One. So in our Warrior One, our feet are hip distance apart. So one foot's on one side of the mat or one side of the chair, the other's on the other side of the chair. Our back foot's at 45 degrees. Our front toes are facing the front of the mat or the chair. We're lifting up our arms. We're lunging into that front knee and finding real strength in that back leg. We'll stay here for a breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, find the length. And exhale, hands can come to the chair and step that back foot, front foot back and find your downward dog or that stretch of the spine. Take a breath in here. Exhale. Next inhale, left foot comes forward, right foot pivots to 45 degrees. Take a moment on the inhale, maybe takes a couple of breaths. Find your Warrior One. Really plant that right foot nice and firm. Open up the chest as much as you can. Arms can be wide, arms can be in cactus, but we want to open up the chest and we'll stay for a breath. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale, opening up. And as we exhale, hands can come to the chair. Step back into your downward dog. Find the length in here. Breathing in, breathing out. Stay for one more breath. Inhale and exhale. Look to the front of the mat or the chair and step or hop to the front. Step to the chair. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, rise all the way up. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And exhale, hands can come to heart center. We'll do that exact same sequence again. So we'll start with our feet hip distance apart, find the length away from the chair. If you're going to the mat, go through a downward dog. That's fine. I'm going to cue us through the chair. So we'll find our mountain pose. Exhale. Next inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Your forward fold, chair or hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen the spine. And exhale, right foot steps forward, left foot goes into 45 degrees, and we come up into our Warrior One. We'll stay here for a breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Really find the foundation of that left leg. One more inhale. And as we exhale, hands can come to the chair. Front foot steps back. Lengthen the spine or find your downward dog. Stay for a breath. Inhale and exhale. Next inhale, left foot steps forward, right foot pivots 45 degrees. Inhale, we find our Warrior One. We stay here for a breath. Opening up our chest, opening up our heart, gazing up. One more round. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, find a little bit more length. And exhale, hands can come to the mat. Back, front foot steps back. Find your downward dog or that stretch on the chair. Take 2 breaths here. Breathing in, breathing out. You can let the head relax, let the face relax. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Next inhale, look to the front and step or hop all the way into your halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, rise all the way up. Arms reach up. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale, hands can come to hearts. Just take a breath in here and observe. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's move through some balance posture so a chair can be handy. We'll move through tree pose. And in our balance postures, one of the two things that we really want to focus on, we want to focus on breath. We never want to hold our breath in balance pose. And we want to focus on strength of our standing leg. So we're going to start off putting our weight into our right foot. And you can have your chair on either side for support. Right leg nice and strong, lengthen the spine, hands can come into heart center. Take an inhale here and exhale here. Start to pivot your left foot. Maybe your heel comes to your right ankle, and then right hand can be on the chair, one hand on the chair, and then start to slide your ankle up to your calf. And maybe this is your tree pose. Take a couple of breaths in here, find that strong right leg. Exhale. Maybe start to play with a little balance. Let that hand leave the chair. Hover a little bit, but maintain the breath. Don't hold your breath. Two more breaths in here, whatever is comfortable for you with a little bit of challenge. One, two, stay on the inhale and exhale. That left knee comes forward, straighten the leg, and left foot can come down. Just take a breath in here and observe. Breathing in, breathing out. We're going to go over to the other side. So whatever works for you in terms of support, get yourself set up. And then we'll find that strength in that left leg, really find that foundation there, find your support, then pivot that right foot, heel on ankle, and start to slide your right foot up, find a place maybe along your calf, and left hand can come to your heart and you feel your breath. 3 breaths in here to start. One, maybe start to play around a little bit with that release of your hand, find a little bit more balance. 2, 3, stay for one more breath. Inhale and exhale. Next inhale, right leg comes forward, straighten the leg, and then the right leg can come down. Just shake that out a little bit, give it a little bit of shake. And we're going to go through that again one more time. Balance is something that is so good to practice, and it gives us a little bit of progression as we go through. So we're going to do the exact same thing. Get yourself set up. We're going to start with our foundation on our right foot, and then start to bring your left ankle to your right calf. Start to raise it up to where it's comfortable for you. Lengthen the spine and find your breath. That left hand can be on heart center. Maybe the right hand hovers. Maybe you start to bring your right hand to heart center. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, 3. Stay on the inhale. Exhale here. Inhale, left leg comes forward, straighten the leg, and left leg can come down. Shake that out, and we're going to go over to the other side. Get yourself set up for your support. Find that strong left leg, really engage that left leg. Then pivot that right foot, heel on the ankle, start to slide up the leg, find the length of the spine. Left hand or right hand can come to heart center, really stay connection with the breath. 3 breaths in here. 1, 2, 3. Stay on the inhale. Exhale here. Next inhale, right knee comes forward, straighten the leg. And exhale, right leg can come down and shake that. Just give it a nice little shake. And we'll move into one more series of standing postures. We'll move into some warrior 2 postures. So you can have the chair here. It's probably not as useful as it is in some of the other postures, but let's see how it works for us. We're going to start, and we're going to start with our feet nice and wide. And then we're going to pivot our right foot so it's facing towards the chair. Our left foot is parallel to the chair. If you're on a mat, the right toes are facing the front of the mat and the left foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Then we can put our hands on our hips, lengthen our spine, and start to rotate our torso towards the long edge of the mat. We're not forcing anything, we're just gently rotating. Then we extend our arms nice and straight. Look over our right hand, gaze over our right middle finger, and then start to bring our shoulders back over our hips. And we'll stay here for 3 breaths. You can have one hand on a chair if you want, or both arms extended. Try and keep that right knee opening up to the pinky sign and long and strong engagement of that back foot. 2 more breaths. 1, 2. Stay on the inhale. And exhale will come, our right hand can come up into a reverse warrior. Exhale, right hand comes down, left arm swings up over, and we find a nice stretch here. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And exhale into our side angle. Really find the stretch from the foot to the finger. One more time, reverse the warrior. And exhale, come back into warrior 2 for a breath. Breathing in, breathing in. Stay for the inhale and exhale. Hands can come to the hips, parallel your feet. Inhale, open up, really get a nice big stretch. Maybe the hips come forward. And exhale, hands can come to the waist. Take a breath in here, breathing in, breathing out. We'll go to the other side. So left toes facing towards the short edge of the mat, right foot's parallel to the back of the mat. We start to find our lunge, start to open up our torso to the long edge of the mat, extend our arms, gaze back over our left hand, over that middle finger, bring our shoulders back up over the waist. We don't want to be lunging here. We want to come back. And then we start to find 3 breaths in here, working towards keeping that left knee opening up and that strong right leg. 2 more breaths. 1, 2. Stay on the inhale. Exhale here. Next inhale, we'll reverse the warrior. Right hand can come down that right leg. Left arm comes up overhead. Exhale, find the side angle. Really stretch as much as you can find. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And exhale, side angle. Inhale takes us back into warrior 2 for 2 breaths. 1, 2. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, hands can come to the waist, parallel your feet. Inhale, open up, get as much of a 5-point stretch as you can. And exhale, hands can come to the waist. Bring your feet together. Reset your chair. Just take a moment, no rush. We're going to just do one standing salutation before we come down to the ground, just to bring our spine and everything back to neutral. So find your feet hip distance apart. And just take a breath here and observe how those standing postures landed. One more breath here. Breathing in, observing, breathing out. Next inhale, arms reach up, find the length, and exhale your forward fold, hands to the chair, hands to the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, forward fold. And we'll stay here for 2 breaths. Knees can be bent, knees can be straight. Breathing in, breathing out. One more breath here. Inhale, and exhale. Next inhale, we come all the way back up into standing. Really find that length. And exhale, hands can come into heart center. Take a breath in here, breathe in, and breathe. We're going to come down onto the ground, whatever is the easiest way for you to come down. I'm just going to go through just one sun salutation that takes us down to the ground. But please, whatever is the easiest for you to get yourself down onto the ground, we're going to go into hands and knees, all fours. But if you'd like to join me, we'll do a sun salutation, feet hip distance apart. Take a moment here. Exhale. Inhale, arms reach up to the ceiling. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, hands can come to the mat, knees can come down, and exhale here. So once we've all made our way down onto the ground, let's find ourselves in all fours. So we've got our hands and our fingers are spread really wide. So our hands are energized, our shoulders are over the wrists, hips up over the knees, and we'll get a little bit more work into our spine in this position. So some cow cat. So on the inhale, let your belly drop, round the head reaches up, elbows bent. Exhale, push the earth away, feel the spine curve, and let the head come down. Couple more, just like that. Really feel the movement into the spine in this position. And exhale back into your cat. One more, just like that. Inhale into cow. Tailbone up, crown of the head up. And exhale back into the. Inhale takes us into neutral. And exhale, push back into child's pose and find a breath in your child's pose. Maybe let your fingers reach a little further in front. Get a little stretch in here. Breathing in and another lateral stretch. So we're going to start to walk our hands over to the right side of the mat. Keep the hips over our knees and breathe into the left side of the body. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, and 3. Stay on the inhale. Exhale here. Inhale we walk to center. And exhale, let's go over to the left side. That right hand can really walk as far over as it can. Get as much stretch as we can on that right side of the body. Keep that right hip working towards staying over the right knee. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, 3. Stay on the inhale. Exhale here. Inhale, we come back into center. One more cow. Inhale into your cow. Exhale, push back into your cow. Inhale into your cow. And exhale, push back into child's pose for a breath. Breathing in, breathing in. And from here, just very simply make your way into a seated position. Legs can come out in front. Nice and long legs. Hands on the side of the hips. Reaching, pushing into the earth, lengthening the spine, engaging the legs, pull your toes towards your torso, lengthen the spine, and we'll stay here for 3 breaths in our Dandasana reference pose. It's an active pose. Bring us back into a lot of neutral, but with our core. 2 more breaths. Crown of the head up, active core. 1 more inhale and exhale. Stay on the inhale and exhale, let it release. Let's come down onto the ground so we can come onto our back. Just very gently let yourself come onto the ground, let your head come down onto the mat. Feet can be planted on the ground, knees facing up to the ceiling. And just take a breath in here, breathing in, breathing. Stay on the inhale. And on that next exhale, let's pull our knees in towards our chest, Niyama. Inhale, push the knees away. And as we exhale, knees come back to the chest, and maybe we roll our lower back off the ground just a little bit. Inhale, push the knees away. And exhale, squeeze them in, get a little bit of stretch in that lower back. One more time, just like that. Inhale, pushing away. And exhale, squeezing in. This time, as we inhale, both our legs can come down, feet on the mat, and feet can be mat distance apart. And just windshield wiper your legs one side to the other. Just getting a little bit of work into our hips. Couple more times each direction, windshield wiping our legs, mobility in our hips. Come back into center, let both your legs go long. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, bring the right knee into your chest and give it a really good squeeze in. Inhale, release, and exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, release. One more time, squeezing. This time, as we release, we're going to let our right knee go over to the right side. Our right hand can be on the inside of the knee. Get that nice inner stretch again, and we look over to the left side. Take an inhale here. And as we exhale, let's bring that right knee across our body and let it land as much as we can on the left side. Try and keep that right shoulder on the ground. Inhale, we come back, opening up. Right hand gets the right knee, opens up that right knee as we gaze over to the left. Exhale one more time. We cross the body with our leg. Left hand gets the knee. We gaze over to the right. Inhale, opening up. Let that right knee open. Feel that stretch on the right inner thigh. And exhale, we'll cross over, and this time we'll land for a couple of breaths. Working towards getting that right shoulder on the ground, but if it's not there, no worries. Nothing's forced. Try and maybe use that left hand on the right knee to help stabilize that right side. Two more breaths. One, two. Stay on the inhale. And exhale, we come onto our back. Let's grab our hands behind our thigh and lift our leg up to the ceiling. Try and straighten the leg as much as we can. And a couple of ankle circles here again, one direction. And go in the opposite direction. Point and flex the foot. And then very slowly with control, that right leg can come down and match the left leg. Just take a breath in here, relax, and observe the difference, right side, left side. Maybe that right side feels a little more energized, a little bit more length. Take an inhale here. And as we exhale, this time the left knee comes to the chest and we really give it a good squeeze in. Inhale, release, get the breath in. And exhale, squeeze. One more time, just like that. Inhale to open. And exhale, we'll squeeze in. This time, as we open, the left knee goes over to the left side. We gaze over to the right. Stay for the inhale. And as we exhale, the left knee crosses over the body. Right hand gets that left knee, and we come into a twist on our back, a supine twist. Inhale, opening up. Left knee goes over. Open up. Find that inner thigh stretch. And then exhale, cross over and feel that stretch in the upper back. One more time, dynamic. Inhale to open. And exhale, we'll cross over and we'll land for 3 breaths here. Again, working towards that left shoulder on the ground, but if it's not there yet, don't worry about it. Really help that right hand, can help that left knee. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, 3. Stay on the inhale. Exhale takes us back onto our back. Lengthen the leg. Really nice big stretch here. And then ankle circles in one direction. Ankle circles in the opposite direction. Point and flex. And then that left leg can come down and match the right leg. Take a breath in here, breathing in, breathing out. Feet can come onto the mat, knees pointing up to the ceiling, feet mat distance apart, but this time bring your knees together. Take an inhale here and exhale. We'll windshield wiper our legs in this configuration. So as we inhale, the knees come together and exhale over to the left. Inhale, knees come together and exhale over to the right. One more time, each direction. Inhale into center and exhale over to the left. Inhale back into center and one more time to the right. Inhale to center and exhale over to the left. Inhale back into center and exhale. Let your legs go long. Just take a breath in here, breathing in. Breathe. Couple more things for our side body. So start to move your legs to the right corner, lower right corner of the mat, and your shoulders and your arms to the upper right side of the mat. So we have a nice lateral bend here. Maybe our right hand grabs our left wrist, left leg can come over our right leg, and start to find 3 breaths into the left side of the body. So important to open up the lateral side of the body for our breaths. Really find the breath right through that left side. Breathing in, breathing out. 2 more, just like that. Inhale and exhale. Inhale here, exhale here. Release everything. Inhale takes us back into center. And the exhale takes us over to the other side. So legs go to the bottom left, shoulders and head to the upper left. Right leg crosses over left leg. Left hand grabs right wrist. And we'll stay here for 3 breaths. Try and keep both sides of your hips on the ground. Really find the breath into the right side of the body. Breathing in and breathing. More breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale here and exhale here. Next inhale takes us back into center, and exhale, let everything relax. Stay for a breath. Breathing in, breathing out. We're going to move into a bridge back bend. If you have a block, feel free, or a cushion or a pillow. If you want to do a supported bridge, please, please, please feel free to do a supported bridge. If you want to do a full bridge, will join me. I'll cue a full bridge. If you don't want to do a bridge at all, just come in and just let your spine relax on the mat. So you can either take a block or a cushion, lift up your hips, put a block under your sacrum, and just let yourself settle down there. And that's a great back bend, a beautiful bridge that we can find our breath in. Or you can just let your back stay on the ground. I'm going to talk us through one dynamic bridge. So we're going to have our back on the ground, knees pointed to the ceiling, hands reaching towards our heels. Take an inhale here. And as we exhale, feel your lower back pressing into the mat. Inhale, start to lift your hips up any amount, maybe just a couple of inches, or maybe they can come up a little higher, maybe a little bit more, a little bit more. Wherever you are, stay here on your inhale. Exhale here. Stay here on your inhale. Exhale here. You can stay here or you can bring your arms up overhead on this inhale and exhale. Stay on the inhale and maybe try and get a little bit more lift. And then exhale. Everything can come down and land at the same time. Just take a breath in here. If you're on a supported bridge, lift your hips up, move your support, your cushion, your block out of the way, and come back down on the ground. So we're now all on the mat, and we can bring our soles of our feet together. Take 3 breaths in our Supta Baddha Konasana and try and let those knees open up a little bit. Breathing in here, breathe in, breathe out. 2 more breaths here. 1, 2. Let the legs go long. And we'll move into an inversion. Several options here. If you have a chair, one of the great inversions is just a really nice, simple, and effective. Legs can come up on the chair, arms can stretch out, and this is a fabulous inversion. You can stay here, or you can come into happy baby where you're on your back and you grab the inside or outside of your feet. Or if you have access to a wall, maybe you let your legs go up a wall. I'm going to use the chair as the inversion. I'm going to open up my arms and we'll stay here for 6 or 8 breaths and just feel the different context, feel the different sense of the gravity, how the muscles feel when the blood flow is working harder. 4 more breaths and whatever inversion's working for you this morning. 1, we just want to get our feet up over our heart. 2, 3, stay on your inhale, exhale here. Wherever you are, just very slowly and safely and easily make your way out of your inversion. Then come down onto your mat. Let your legs go long. Toes can point to the side of the mat. Palms face up. Moving into our Shavasana. Just before we move into Shavasana, let's just do a little bit of breath work. We'll do a 4 count inhale, 2 count hold, and a nice, smooth, long exhale. So whenever you're ready, exhale all your air out and inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold, and slow exhale. 2 more, just like that. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, and slow exhale. One more, your pace. Inhaling, holding, and exhaling. Then let yourself find your natural breath. Let everything relax. Stay present with your practice. Let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. Stay connected to your breath for the next 8 or 10 breaths. Feel the practice settle. Feel your body. Whenever you're ready, you can find some energy in your hands, your fingers, your toes. Have your head go side to side, very gently rock your head. One more big stretch. Let the hands reach up over the head, stretch your toes. And then knees can come to the chest. Exhale, really squeeze it in. Inhale, reach away. And on the exhale, roll over to one side. Let yourself land on side body. Find the breath here. Breathing in, breathing out. Next inhale takes us back up into your seated position on the mat, on the chair. Just take a breath in here. Hands can come into heart center. Take an inhale. Exhale here. Rub your hands together. If you have glasses, probably good to take them off now. Find the energy in your hands. Find that heat. Then inhale, palms of the hands into on your eyes. Inhale, breathing in. And exhale, hands can come to the side of the head, along the side of the body, along the thighs, back along the shins, back into heart center. Lengthen up and bow down to your effort for getting out and practicing this morning, our community that practices together. And thank you so much for the joy and honor of leading this practice this morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you.